Topps revealed the 2024 Series 1 design, and I got asked to find this play. Rookie cards are usually from games early on in the season, so we'll begin looking there. The Reds are wearing their City Connect jerseys and first wore them this year on May 19th. The only thing is, Ellie didn't play until June 6th, so the first time we'd see him in this uniform would be the 23rd, the game he hit for the cycle. And here we see the pink gloves and the wristbands, so it looks like this is our game. He faces 2 pitches in the second inning and 1 pitch in the third, and by the time the 5th inning rolls around, it looks too dark, so I think we can narrow this down to the first 3 pitches he faces. Just to be sure, I looked at the next game the Reds wore their City Connects, and bad news, Ellie wears the same exact thing. So I had to confirm the game by looking at a crowd shot of his triple in our original matchup. This video is from a little bit later in the game, so the shading is different, but we have a pinkish purplish shirt here, a black shirt to the right, and 2 red shirts sitting in the front row. And that pattern shows up on the card too. I can't 100% confirm the exact swing since there's nothing too special about it, but I believe it's the first pitch he faces. But that one is kind of boring, so here's his double.
That is blitzed to right center field. Off the top of the wall. De La Cruz storms up to second base. He nearly had a home run.
This 2020 Austin Hedges card shows us what appears to be a diving throw, so let's see what happened. The Padres are at home wearing their white uniforms, which is not great for us because they wore this a lot in 2019. In fact, the Padres wore the white jersey, white pants combination 32 times before the All-Star break. Now, the photos often come from the first half of the season, so I'm going to look at those games first. What appears to be going on the field is a throw from Hedges, the catcher, to first base, considering the background is the third base side. What we don't know is if it's a short ground ball or a drop strike 3. Either way, though, we have to go through each individual game where the Padres wore the white uniform and Hedges was behind the plate. That leaves us 20 games to look at ahead of the All-Star break. Now we just search using the code C-1B as it would show up in the play-by-play. We get a hit in the Diamondbacks game, but as you can see, this is a day game and the card appears to be a game at night, so we can exclude this one. And in their April 23rd game against the Seattle Mariners, we get 2 instances, so let's check out the first one.
Don't speculate. The 1-1 is out in front of the plate. Out quickly is Hedges. In time for play. Austin Hedges laying it out, getting it done.
Let's go ahead with this Ronald Acuna Jr. 2021 card. We're looking for a Braves home game where they're wearing their red jerseys. Luckily for the 2020 shortened season, they wear this in 9 games. He does not play in 3 of those games, so that narrows things down to 6. The elbow pad here indicates that he hasn't had the time to take it off, so he's trying for a double as opposed to a steal. So of the remaining 6 games, let's only look for ones where he hit a double, and that brings us to 2. We can see in this close-up on August 2nd that he's wearing a blue sleeve, and we need to find a red one. So that leaves us with only one option, the July 31st game.
Kind of comes and goes, it makes it difficult. First pitch, line drive for Acuna. And that's a sure way not to get to 2 strikes. It's easy to try to stretch this into a double. The ball gets away from Cano. And Acuna slides in safely. Thought about moving to third and now scrambles back to second without his helmet. He never stopped running out of the box on that play, and a hustle double for Acuna, forcing
A TA7, TA24 crossover, let's look for it. The throwback jerseys are a huge help because the White Sox wore these 14 times in 2016. But Anderson didn't start playing in the big leagues until June 10th, which means we can eliminate the first 2 games here. The card is also a part of the 2016 update series that came out on October 19th. It could be from any of the remaining games, but we have to consider the turnaround time it would take Topps to get this image and then print it for the set. So we're likely looking at a game earlier in the season, and my estimation is that this is before the All-Star break. Now to what play is happening on the card. I can't see the ball, but it appears as though he caught it. He's also facing the left, which makes it look like he's playing second base, but he is listed as a shortstop, so his body must be turned pretty sharply to that side as he's making this play. I'm going to make another assumption here that this is a line drive that Anderson caught. The June 15th game was a night game, so that one is out, and if we search the game logs, he records 0 putouts on June 12th, has 2 groundouts on June 26th, and then on July 10th, 2 more groundouts, but he does get 1 line out.
pop-ups today. Steady swings, it's caught by Anderson in a double play. What an acrobatic effort by the Chicago shortstop.
Another action card for us to find, and it looks like a good one. The first thing to address is the gray pants, which tell us it's an away game, and instead of looking at the jerseys, let's identify the stadium we're in so we can see what team the A's are playing. I was trying to link the Evan Williams brand to something, but obviously Kentucky doesn't have a pro team. The answer was actually right there all along. That would be the logo for Globe Life Field, home of the Texas Rangers. Kemp played in 9 games that Oakland was visiting the Rangers, and the jersey lineup looked like this, so we can eliminate all but 2 games. Now he's listed as a second baseman and an outfielder, so I thought this was a fly ball catch at first, somewhere maybe along the warning track. But thanks to this panoramic shot of the field, we can see the entire outfield has a yellow stripe to indicate the end of the wall. That's clearly not in the picture, so it looks like this is taken either near or in the foul territory. He was super busy in the July 23rd game, but only had 1 pop-up to take care of.
Little lead man on base. And Garcia goes after the first pitch, and that pop-up will be handled by Kemp.
That one's just not even close, so let's look at the July 9th matchup, where we get 2 defensive outs, but only 1 pop fly in foul territory.